So one of the first things you want to be able to do as a presenter is learn how to put on your PowerPoint. And that's what we're going to do in this, our third video in a series of how to use Elluminate by Alan Prost. So to bring in a PowerPoint presentation, we use this little icon right here, and it's called Load Presentation. So just click on that, and it's going to ask us some options. It's going to say, where do you want to put this presentation? After your current slide and part of the current screen? Those sound like good options to me. You can explore other ones later on. So we'll just select a PowerPoint presentation and click Open. Now it asks you what size you would like to do, and I usually just select the size of the current canvas screen. So we'll do that. And one of the things it's got to do is it actually has to import the PowerPoint presentation and convert that to an Elluminate presentation. So we imported our slides, and now you can see the slide number's gone up here. So we've actually imported our new slides, and I've just got some pictures here that we've got imported. All right, so those weren't there before. So that's how we load a PowerPoint presentation. All right, so just a couple of pictures that we've done there. All right, so we loaded a PowerPoint presentation. Now, how do we save this Elluminate PowerPoint presentation? We'll go up here to File and go Save, and then just go Save. And it asks you, well, what do you want to save? We want to save the whiteboard. So then we go and save just the current screen group. So that'll be all the slides that we presently have, and it's going to save that as an Elluminate session. All right, save that, and it's going to ask you what would you like to call this, and I'm going to call this Elluminate Trial 2, and I'm going to save that as a whiteboard files. And that's all there is to it. The next time you fire up an Elluminate session, you can import those files and take off right from there. So now we've got a PowerPoint presentation. Now you see how I'm manipulating and going through those slides by using the little controllers here. All right. Well, I've got some choices now as both a viewer and as a moderator on how people want to see these slides. I can go up here and I can say, well, what do I want to present to everybody? And there's some different things, but right now I'm just going to present the whiteboard. All right, so it shows it here highlighted in yellow. So now that is what people will see when they select their full screen view, such as this here. All right, now using my up and down arrows, I can scroll through the different images and PowerPoint slides that I've got sitting in here in my presentation. And as a moderator, though, I can come back, and that's what people will be seeing, but I can use these different tools to say write on the slides. I can choose different colors down here so I can highlight different elements. This is a picture of climbing in the Dolomites in Italy. And I can highlight different aspects of the pictures, anything I want to be able to do. I can erase all the objects that I've put on there so I can start fresh. Some other things about running the presentation, if you just wanted to insert a blank slide and quickly put in some text, you can quickly do that right here so everybody can see it. All right. And of course, my name is Alan Prost. All right, so there's a couple of nice tools here. There's some drawing tools and things you can use as well. You can capture the screen at any time or put a picture on there. You can place a piece of clip art. There's all kinds of things you can do with your PowerPoint presentation or your Elluminate presentation as you're going through it. All right, I find that using the pen tool can be quite handy as you're going through your different slides. It keeps people on track. If they're watching the full screen view, you can highlight the things you're talking about. You can use different colors to emphasize what you're presenting on. And that just kind of keeps people focused as you're doing your presentation. But we'll have to look at different aspects of that later on. Some more things about doing the presentation besides sliding through the slides is you can allow people to roam through the presentation. Now what that does is it allows them to select any slide at any time they want to view. All right, so they can go through the different slides. It's often nice if you've got your slides titled. So you can allow people to select and look at the different slides depending on what they want to do. Now you can have both moderator and roaming, or you can just allow them to roam. All right, now you can remove the roaming feature, and then everyone will only see the slides that you presently are looking at. Running a PowerPoint presentation or a presentation, this is often what we're using, but it's nice to be able to offer options for different people at different times. Okay, so these are a few little tips on how to run a presentation and run your Elluminate session. Now, as of course you're doing that, you're going to be watching for your participants. If they put up their hands and ask questions, you can always use the audio tools down here in your chat to communicate with people as well. Okay, so here it is. One of the last things I wanted to mention today is that you do have some different resources. There's lots of YouTube videos out there about using Elluminate, and the Elluminate site itself has a lot of useful tools. All right, so there's the Elluminate site itself. If you go under Learning Resources, there's a lot of good tools in there that you can utilize. Okay, another thing you can do is you can create your own V room for practicing sessions. So you can have up to 3 people in your V room. And I know that's not a very clear picture, but this allows you to have a virtual classroom with up to 3 other people inside there. So you can get some practice, and the nice thing about this is free. You can organize it at any time, and in fact that's what I'm using right today to present this to you. So just some other resources. Also right here at SAIT, we've got our Health and Public Safety Technology group. I recommend that you get in on this wiki and you can contribute. We've got a section right here on using Elluminate. So we'd like to get your comments, your best practices, how you help orchestrate your groups, and maybe some tricks and techniques that you've learned to utilize for running Elluminate sessions. So that's all I have for you in this short series of how to use Elluminate. My name's Alan Prost, and thank you very much.